Let's test your knowledge. Where can we be? Pretty obvious to most people, but let's see how that goes. Good morning to each and every one of you all. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning in Barbados. Don't mind the little bit of rain and stuff that we've been having. That is absolutely welcomed because we have had a lot of dry spells recently, as you would have heard or would have read this morning. We don't normally hear whistling frogs, or we have not been hearing them recently, I should say, especially in my area. And so I'm really happy to hear them this morning out in harmony and giving us a lovely display of their harmonic tones, similar to my baritone, but mine is obviously better, but I have a multitude of them trying to sound better than me. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Just sitting here and relaxing, getting ready to start this morning. We're going to do it at 6:15, however, traffic and sunny pools on the road, water pools on the road. I thought maybe we'd start a little bit earlier. It's bright enough now. It's not as inclement as it was when I first got up. We've still got some clouds and stuff around, which I'll show you in a few moments time. But we want to start off our morning with our serenity prayer. So I'm going to rotate this here. Let us view something that is serene and peaceful. And let's start our serenity prayer. Remember, this prayer is just for peace and guidance and sort of like a calmness for me. It brings a calmness for me for sure, because it reminds me of what I'm responsible for and what I'm not responsible for, and to live in the present. The entire prayer itself goes into a little bit more of explaining what this section of what we say every morning is. However, this pretty much summarizes it all for you. If you say this enough times and you understand, you listen to yourself as you're saying it, you'll understand what it means. Good morning to you, Carrie, my brother. So glad to see you walking with me and everybody else this morning. I'm not singling anyone in particular. However, I do need to single out, of course, our co-star, aka the star girl. Good morning to you, Jeanette. I hear your exams did extremely well yesterday, so I guess you will be permitted to go out on the road this morning and have a good time, and hopefully you will behave yourself, or we'll have to put you back into your closed quarters and conduct the finishing exams with you again. So good morning to each and every one of you all. It's our serenity prayer. Please join us now if you'd like to. If not, everyone else will be back in a few moments time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. All right, as we seek a little bit of refuge here this morning in this location, we're going to let you know where we are. Also, I noticed that this place was intentionally smoked glass for me, because what it does is it turns it into a huge mirror. Am I not just so beautiful? Good morning to each and every one of you all. Okay, we're at Bubba's Sports Bar. Lots of different specials here at different times. If you're interested, as you can see, if you come Tuesday, which is relatively a quiet time, you can get 20% off and one free soda. That is their special. That's up there. They give you a different dress codes and stuff in here, as you can see as well. You can always freeze frame this if you're not familiar with what they have. This is one of the biggest and better known sports bars in Barbados. It offers a multitude of large screen TVs. It also offers you the option of sitting in a lower section or an upper section. Really nice. It's a dark venue, so don't come in here with shades on or you won't see anything at all. It is being specifically darkened so that no matter what time of day you come here and watch sports, you will have the full view without any disruptions of glare or any light peering in from the back section, sunlight. We're in a beautiful area. We started out exactly where we left off last time. We want to take you on a walking journey from here down to Hastings. So if you're not familiar with the Rockley to Hastings section of Barbados, please join us and walk with us and stroll with us. We've had a lot of changes and stuff in the past. Different stores have renamed, rebranded, and been purchased over. So we'll be taking you through that in case you're not too familiar with what is offered here. As you can see, we're just going to come back over again. Thank you, Bubba's, for giving us the shelter this morning and that last shower. We do appreciate it. I know you will see us on your security cameras later on. We just want to say thank you again, and this is our recognition for your assistance this morning. You can have a look up there at their schedule and stuff. Please remember, call before you go anywhere. You know, just like their signs are up that says no entry without a mask and stuff. Some different times may have changed with any venues in Barbados to what is advertised, even if it's on the internet, unless they're right up to date. So just remember that for me. As you will see, these are our beautiful colors of Barbados, pretty much here, the black, the yellow, and the blue, or the gold, as we like to refer to it as. Beautiful, beautiful location. Hold on though, I see something here just before I go I would like to draw to your attention. very quickly before we move on our vlog this morning. And here we go. And this is it right now. I thought it'd be better if I actually got a close-up of myself. Good morning to you all. It is a beautiful morning, as you can see. Of course it starts with me. Anyhow, let's go on from here now. There we go, we're going to continue. So they had to rotate the camera, they had to jump in front of the camera because people have strategically set up areas that I can view myself because they know how much I like to see myself. So a lot of smoke glass, a lot of mirrorized glass and stuff. Just for me, of course. Beautiful area, lovely area. Now you remember there was a bedding store there where you could buy all of your mattresses and pillows and stuff. That is no longer existing. I see everything is being taken out. So as I told you, there are changes going on around the island. I don't know what exactly will happen there, but that location, if you were looking to get a nice comfy pillow or something, you're gonna have to look for another area at the moment because that has been closed. Remember when this Scotiabank opened? Beautiful. I mean, it was sort of like a state-of-the-art kind of looking building for this area for sure. Lovely big branch for Scotiabank. If you're on the south coast, you need to access ATMs or you need to access your funds from overseas, you need a banking facility. This is one of the locations that you can get. There are many of them, but this is the one that I would use because I am a Scotiabank client, have been for many years. And you can see all the different outlets here, but we are not just going to stop here and show you a sign with all the different outlets. We're actually going to take you through all of these malls this morning. We're going to take you through everything so you can have a really good idea of what you are seeing. Good landmark to show you here at this present time is the Magical Hotel. I remember when this was also built. I don't know if it still does, but belonged to the 𝗵𝗵𝗃 family. They used to be up by Spinecop. I remember them as childhood friends and stuff. 𝗵𝗃𝗃, good morning to you, my brother. I'm sure you're probably swimming this morning. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 being one of the big wave surfers in Barbados for many, many years and recognized as being a thrill seeker because he'd been out in most of the hurricane swells in this island. Alright, so we're going to start over here. If you want some realty services, we have the Seaside Realty Inc. We also have a children's store here. Now this company has two branches. One is of the children's outlet, which is here for you. It's called Precious, I believe. Let me have a look around, mate. Yes, here we go. Ooh, I remember that. Precious. And it's also have their adult section over on the opposite side as well. If you want some copying, photocopying, you want anything like that done while you're here, you can also use the Toshiba Center. Or if you want some adult style clothing to the same branch, again, same affiliated branch, this is the adult side itself. You will notice sandbags in front of all these doors. And that is because yesterday we had a forecast of flooding and stuff by mostly international men that we have been flooding overnight and stuff. So a lot of these places had these bags from the time the tropical storm Brett was passing the other day. Some have left them in place because of the rain last night. Some have just moved them to save easy access, but have kept them nearby for handy reasons. Pineapple design, some of the nicer cotton style clothing in Barbados. It is really, really lovely, soft cotton as well. If you're coming to Barbados, you want something light like this. So if you get to the airport and your suitcase does not make it, which has happened to quite a few of us over the past 2 times, this is a location if you're staying in this area, which is the Rockley area or the Worthing area, anywhere in the south coast that you can opt for. Otherwise, you know, you can go into Sheraton Centre, and there are many others as well. Just mentioning them. Novelties, this is something pretty new here. It's like David's tea, very similar, a lot of loose leaf teas and stuff like that there. So if you are a tea fan, like a lot of our English friends and family are, you would know that this is a place you can come and get your novelty teas as well. Not many places in Barbados serve good loose teas. I mean, yeah, the supermarkets, Massey and them are stocked with them. However, you want the real teas and stuff, you have to look for special stores such as this. I did not know, well, blame me, I'm sorry, but I was not aware that there was a hardware store in this section here. I've passed here so many times and gone to other hardware stores. Did not know there was a hardware store here. I know I've passed it with you all before and I'm sure you all have seen it. However, it's news for me. So I just usually pass through these kind of places here to go to the bank or something, not really to see what is in them. However, as we're going to do a detailed, in-depth walk this morning of these areas. Oh, hey, look at that beautiful thing behind there again. Oh my goodness, is he not just handsome? So, Nicole, you think you're a person that likes camera time? At all then, you forget who's the person that originated with? So, beautiful hardware. If you want that, you can come and get that here as well. You saw all the necessities there. If you want a haircut or something, you also have the Brothers Barber Shop. So, lots of different options in this area. We are just to the east of the Institute for Venezuelan Institute. That is right here. A lot of Bajans go there and learn Spanish. We have a lot of Spanish on the island as well. This is their institute here. Very pretty and nicely colored and stuff, fresh, looking vibrant. And we also have numerous other options here if you want beauty salons and stuff. We're going to show you a couple of them en route. But this is one here called Bio Beauty. I've actually been in there with our co-star, aka Star Girl, a few times just to have a look around and see what they offered and stuff. Of course, not for me, for her and her beautiful self. And then we also have, you want some beach clothes and stuff. We showed you some the other day when we were up in Quayside Centre. We're now showing you some here as well. This is NKM, and this is all types of beach clothes and casual clothes, not just only beach but casual clothes. As you can see, they also carry a range of bodyboards as well. So if you want some bodyboards and snorkeling equipment, so not the heavy duty high-end stuff like the snorkeling equipment, but they do have snorkeling equipment here, but not as much as you would find in some of the other places that are actually designed for that. This place here has on sales at certain times of year. Every year I've seen sales go on here at NKM, just pushing off their stock and stuff. So if you keep an eye out for that, because you can get some massive discounts here if you are interested in doing some clothing shopping, beach clothing. That would obviously apply to those that live on the island, or those that are their time here coincides with their sales. But we do know, a lot of people know about the NKM, a very popular sale that goes on here in Barbados. Changes all over. We talked about that a little while ago, many changes. However, we have, I'm going to try and swing across the road to get a better view for the other side. So let me just get away from that corner a slight bit, because these people are coming up here a little bit speedy this morning, and I want to make sure that we're as safe as possible. So we're going to venture over the other side where we can have a better look at these businesses and stuff on the land side. Morning guys, morning. You all can see horses on the way down. You want to do some swimming with horses, you can see there's some on their way now. Either that or they're going training at the 𝐵𝗂𝗃. It could be one of the two. So we want to show you over here, it has changed many times. Remember, this is a Chinese food restaurant. Remember, this is all different types of restaurants. It is now called The Influence. I love their sign with their Barbados trident in it. Whoever did the graphics on that, well done for sure. It may not look like anywhere that you would think is going to be very popular and stuff. However, this is extremely popular on weekends, especially weekends. You find a lot of people here eating and drinking. As you can see, it is a bar and grill, not just a bar. We have slot machines over here on this side. You remember that as well. That has not changed, just to change the actual coloring and the display of what they offer. And then you will remember down in the back here, this is a place called Clipper Club. I am not too familiar with this, to be real honest with you. I know at one time when it was a nightclub, I have come in here once, twice, but I'm not sure if it's the same thing. I haven't been in this general area for a long time, but you would remember this was the entrance to what used to be Pineapple, which was just down there located in front of here. It was like a beach facility that offered nice little seating and stuff. That closed with COVID and all the furnishing has gone. That has not reopened. That's just one of the businesses that crumbled, excuse the pun, over the time of COVID. Over here is Crumbs. Everyone knows Crumbs. Crumbs is probably one of the most known pastry shops in the island. They offer all types of pastries, whether it be lentils or sweet stuff you want to get. You can come here. They also have an outlet up in Hastings as well. There are quite a few of them on the island. Crumbs has become very big here in Barbados, and that is obviously because they're a good product. As you know, Bajans don't make sport. If something is not good, we don't return. So when you see businesses that are beginning to thrive and open up new locations, you would know immediately that that business is obviously offering something that we like for sure. If you are not familiar with Salt, I know for sure Salt's a very small but lovely little restaurant here. I know it's very hard to get a seat in here in season. Most of these places actually are very difficult to get accommodations in season. So please make your reservations. Don't be disappointed. Make your reservations just to be on the safe side. Even if you get there and find it's quiet, at least you know you have done what you're supposed to do. Remember our serenity prayer? We do what we're supposed to do. Years ago, this is where McDonald's used to be. Not talk too much about it. All we can let you know is that when McDonald's came here to Barbados, like everywhere else, like everywhere else that comes to every other business that comes to Barbados the first time, people go crazy. When McDonald's first came here, this is not an exaggeration, beyond those vehicles were people lying on the pavement waiting to get in McDonald's, and likewise from here right back up in the other direction way up past Bubba's. There were people lined up on the pavement to get in as well. Believe that or not, that's how it was for a long period of time. The south coast was choked traffic-wise because everyone was going to turn in somewhere to look for a park to come to McDonald's. It didn't last very long, as you remember. Unfortunately, one thing that that happened when McDonald's opened was, or recent times, the loss of the beautiful flamboyant tree that was here in front. They had one of the most majestic and beautiful flamboyants that were located generally in that front area there where you're seeing the ramp and stuff. That was lost with the obviously the expansions and stuff. That is now 𝗂𝗎𝗏. So if you're looking for a vehicle deal on reconditioned vehicles or second-hand vehicles, you can give them a call. So you see, everything is on the south coast. This is why I so much love the south coast, because every type of business is located here. All right, we're going to go into a place that you see called Sandy Bank. This place was kicking at one time. This used to be one of the best nightclub discos on the island. It used to be called Sandy Bank. I remember Moped Ray. I don't know if you all remember Ray, Ray Bailey, that used to play here. Unfortunately, Ray died a few years ago. However, those of you that have memories of when this was Sandy Bank will remember Ray, of course, because he was the resident DJ at the time. It is now known as 𝗂𝗏𝗏. They host weddings, receptions, any major functions can be hosted. As you would remember, we've seen this from the beach side or from the boardwalk side numerous times. You can look at that and see if you want to, you know, have a look at their accommodation for maybe a big party you want to have, like you want to have me and all of my 1,000 friends when you're here. You can always check out 𝗂𝗏𝗏 as well. All right, we have another spa here. Spas in Barbados are very, very popular. And that is because, as you can see, our Bajan ladies dapper down. They don't make sport. You will just say, I guess, most international places, but in Barbados, everyone wants to look dapper and fine and good. So you'll find a lot of salons and spas located all over the island. But the south coast are riddled with them. Many, many, many. You can always just come along and have a look. I'm not too sure what's going on with Nauru. Nauru, we've seen it from the boardwalk side. We saw all the furnishing had been moved. Now, I don't know if it's for renovations. I see they're open. The door is open. When I passed this morning, it was closed. So I'm not sure if they're going to be reopening, if they're just seating on the inside at the moment, or what exactly is going on. But keep an eye out for that. If you are a person like sushi and stuff, just check with Nauru and see if they're open. Just give them a call, find out if they're just closed temporarily, because they may do. A lot of people tend to close in summer and carry out renovations and make it more beautiful for you for when you come. So just give them a call. What you can also get done here is some printing of t-shirts and stuff if you like. It's called the Pod Store. You can order online, or you can actually come here and visit them and get your items if you like printed up. You can see the array of clothing or shirts and stuff they have up there, all different colors, all different types of materials, etc. Just to give you an idea of what they have and the colors they have, all fluorescent colors, great for crop over time. If you're looking for one of those sprangdacious outfits for crop over, something that you will catch attention. I mean, not many of you are like me that catch attention no matter what I have on. I can have on a plastic bag and people still look at me. I don't know why they look at me in a plastic bag, but heaven knows. But if you're interested in something that's flashy and something that you will be seeing comfortably in, this is a store where you can come and get some of your stuff. A lot of stores in Barbados, but we're pointing out what we are seeing en route. And as you can see, they do all types of printing and stuff here. So you can do your own custom designs and get your own stuff done. So beautiful, another outlet for you to get some t-shirts and stuff if you're in Barbados. All right, we want to show you everything that's around as we're going by, just so you can see exactly what is being offered here. Again, another spa on the top floor. It's called Miracles. This is a unisex beauty shop or beauty salon. So again, another option. So already we've only walked a few hundred yards and we've seen 3 spas located along our route. We are very serious in Barbados about our presentation. Not me. I really don't care too much about presentation. The only time I care about presentation is when I have my lovely lady on my arm, and then I make sure that I look the best that I can. But then again, how can you look better than best already? I don't know. That's impossible. So I pretty much am always this way, looking lovely and beautiful. So if you're looking for the signage and stuff, you will see this here on your right hand side opposite 𝗂𝗎𝗏. Okay, I remember when this place first came to Barbados. Well, before we go to that, do you remember 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏 Hotel? This is where you see located, Robin Walcott's place. This actually was under construction to make condos and stuff for a period of time. You will remember it, passing along here and seeing all the abandoned buildings and stuff. Unfortunately, the company that was working on that project went into bankruptcy, and therefore all the investments that had been made into here was lost. the government of Barbados, I would say maybe 2 years ago approximately, that's just an approximation, decided that this was an eyesore, and due to all of the complaints by all the Barbados public and visitors as well about how horrible and decrepit it looked, that was taken right down and leveled to ground. As you'll see, a lot of metal is in here and the foundation still sticking up. So this is why it's obviously chained off, because of danger, and also they don't want this to become a public thoroughfare and then be challenged when they want to make it private again. Alright, so years ago, this was one of the first of the malls in Barbados. It was Skyway Plaza, if I remember correctly, further on down in Hastings. And then this Hastings Plaza opened. This is a place that used to have so many people. This place was busy, busy, busy. The businesses in here are thriving. However, over years, so many different places have opened up. They're a little more convenient maybe to get to or something, but we've seen a drop off in lots of the businesses here. They're nothing like what they used to be. When I say that, they don't have the variety they used to have. But as you can see, a lot of it is invested now into like easy money and stuff like that. Bitcoin and things. It's a very financial location. There is a 24-hour gym upstairs, something that is not too commonly found in Barbados. But if you want to work out at any time, if your preferred times are early morning or even very early morning, 3 o'clock or something, and get yourself ready for the day ahead, you can come here, as that's one of the 24-hour gyms that are located on the island. Beautiful area. You'll also remember this restaurant. It was a restaurant and bar, very, very popular at one time, South 7. They actually were so popular, they had a drive-through here as well, and then they also had their mobile vans that used to go out and sell their items around the island. That has closed its doors quite a few years ago. I really wasn't regularly here, so I can't really tell you too much about it. I did visit once or twice, but it's not something that I want to do. When I go out, I like to sit down and watch a lot of people moving and traffic moving and stuff. I'm a people watcher. You may not have known that. Or a myself watcher. I also do that as well. When I'm bored, I'll pull out my mirror. You may see me looking at myself in a place, and you all may say, that's strange. It's not strange for me. It's pretty regular for me. So we're going to take you to some other areas. For those long timers that have been here, Pirates Inn. That is a hotel. It's located just behind this blue building. This used to be where Johnson's Stables used to be located. The Barbacino family used to run a major tour outlet from here. However, they moved further inland, and they're also bought out by Sun Tours. But just behind here is where you'll find Pirates Inn. Another family style accommodation. When I say family, it feels like a family run place. I know there for years. The vacant lot, or the lot we just came through as well, used to be owned by one of the Williamses as well. I remember them. Not sure if the last name was Williams, but affiliated with Ellie Williams, Lawrence Williams. I know you would remember him if you've been to Island years ago. Ellie Williams Tour Company Limited. They're still carry that name. So if you want some island tours, they can offer you. However, it now belongs to a different family. So good morning to Williams Tours. Hope you all have a great day today. And to one of the best and the most known ambassadors to Barbados, Rooster. Good morning to you, my brother. Rooster is a person that you all will all know if you went on tour with him, because he actually does sound like a rooster. Very good impressions and stuff. Rooster is an ambassador, long time ambassador. When he came into tourism, Rooster was in it strong. So that will tell you how long he's been in the business. Burger King, couple outlets of them. I know 3 straight offhand here, Bridgetown, and then over at Highgate Hall, or out by the Bassa statue. We have 3 of the locations. There are 3 of them that I remember right now straight offhand. That came to the island for a few years ago. Again, it's not somewhere I frequented, because when this came in, it coincided with me going vegan. So they really didn't offer too much of what I wanted, so I tend to have stayed away from that. They also have a drive-through window facility as well. You may remember Kentucky. If you were here years ago, you remember how small this used to be. You also remember the time that there was an accident where a car went in through the front window, not like it is here. It was much closer and not as well protected. Went through the front window and did tremendous damage to patrons on the inside. And that happened right here a long time ago. I'm sure you'll remember that. And I know there are a few people that are on here, don't call their names, but were unfortunately injured in that as well. But I do know them personally. Anyhow, they also offer all their drive-through, Kentucky and others. Are you going, my brother? Not bad. You want to say good morning to our family and say hello to the world? You'd like to do that? All right, I can come around and let you say good morning, because we have some friends on board to see you this morning. How are you this morning?
Not too bad.
Man, glad to see you here, man. You enjoying your day?
Yes, please.
Nice piece of rain and hang, huh?
Yes,
all right, you stay blessed, my brother. All right, cool, good, good. All right, so going back to Kentucky again. They offer their sort of competitors for sheathed, not in any way, because sheathed has many more outlets in Barbados, sheathed being a locally run establishment. Kentucky is internationally known. Does bring a lot of people. Some people only eat Kentucky, I know that for sure. I haven't really eaten much there recently. I used to like to go there. I used to like to experiment between the two. Just like I used to like to go to our Rudels and our Globe Drive-In and see which was better. You know, you would go on the Friday night to the Globe Drive-In and have some fun, and then the Saturday night you go to Rudels and have some fun again. We didn't go to watching movies in those days. We just went to Socially Line. That's if we weren't at the Vista Cinema, of course. Alright, so we're now in Lanterns. This is one of the newest malls on this side of the island. They offer everything. They have a very big food court, just like Quayside as well, and many other facilities in the island, like Sheraton Centre and stuff. All of them mainly have or have a main food court to bring, obviously, attract people, because food always attracts people. This is where our cook buys most of her food from. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you going? She has all of the delivery numbers on Fast Dial. So I know for sure that she can tell you all about these places here. Every restaurant in here I think she's probably ordered from. Maybe not Subway, because she likes the finer dining. But there's Subway here, and you can see there's Eye Specialist upstairs. Royal Bank, you said there are many banks all over the place. I'm not sure how good the signal is when we go underneath there, so we're not actually going. But there are a lot of different places in here. There's Infuse, there's you can get your bath and body wash soaps and stuff from the little kiosks in here. You can get Chinese food, you can get buffet food, almost any type of food that you want, you can get. Urban Kitchen, I know for sure the person that recommends this here takes deliveries from these all the time and says it is amazing food. So, and the person I'm talking about is someone that only eats from outside because she does not know how to cook. I'm not calling names this morning. We've been into this cafe a couple of times after our Saturday morning strolls, which is known as Docile Saturday. This is one of the spots that we have frequented. I need to come up here closer though. I hope I don't lose signal, but I need to show you all that amazing view there. As you all can see, I don't need to turn the camera. I told you, all these people have put up mirrors just for me because they know I want to see myself, so they want to make sure and accommodate my desires. Other things you'll find in here, a very big variety. Oh, wigs. Alright, I think I'll get one of those coming up soon. I'm not tell you for the occasion, but you will see me in one of those in the very near future. And also you have the plus size. For those, this is a female outlet, but for those like me that are massively structured, we have to look for the larger clothing. Someone yesterday contacted me, not on call, her name Joy, and asked me what shirt size I wore. So I told her, I know that you probably thought I wore a XXX shirt, but I actually only wear a large. And she said, insultingly, I thought it was a medium or small. And then I sat back and I studied it for a little while, and I realized that's because the large looks so clung on to me and such a body fit and has to stretch to fit me, that she assumed it was a small shirt that I was wearing. No, Joy, I actually do wear a massive shirt, but it looks small on me because I have that tendency of getting extremely large and buffed, especially when I flex up in front of cameras and mirrors. So there you go. Expanded. Mark. They have 3 outlets that immediately come to mind. Maybe there are more, but 3 immediately, and that's here. That is also the one at Sheraton Centre, and also a very big branch that's over again by the Buster statue, which we talked about earlier on. They have just expanded here. You will remember that this was only a smaller store. However, they now take up this entire section from where we just started running this vlog to right down into this section here. Right down here is where you will find them. They've expanded right up. They have a big pharmacy on the inside. They also have a lot more offers. Before they used to have just many necessities, but now they actually have a lot more stuff. You want kids' toys, whatever you want. This is an all-out store. This has everything you could possibly want. And just to give you a scan of upstairs, we'll step back a little bit and give those folks a view as well. But before we do, just scan over the side of the street until we get over here, so you don't bore you with just a walking away view. And just to give these other companies that are up here the publicity that we're giving to all those on the lower floor. We don't want anybody to feel inconvenienced or anyone to feel that we've left them out, because that's not what we're out to do. You'll see it all on the top. We've talked about Cheryl's urban kitchen already. I know if our head cheerleader thought that when she left the island that I was going to stop talking about her. Just like Simon and Kim and all the others. I can't remember everybody right now, especially, but of course our star girl, who, well, she didn't leave the island. She was taken out in a straitjacket and sent to a university of higher education. But we're just walking back here, as I said, so we're just going to scan as we walk. We're just going to do a walk. Now remember, I don't go to many of these places, so I can't really tell you too much about them, but I want you to see what is offered here. Tons of clothing stores, any necessities you may want, pharmacy, you know, so if you're in this general area, you really don't have to go anywhere if you want something. It's all here for you. You've got baby store up there, baby barrel. You have also the Platinum Look, which is a boutique as well. Quite a bit up here. Häagen-Dazs, as you remember, used to be here. I don't see them at the moment, so I'm not too sure if they have left this mall, but that used to be able to get that Häagen-Dazs ice cream here as well. You may not know, but we have been very popular ice cream in Barbados called 𝗣𝗍𝗄. There's now another popular one called 𝗆𝗏𝗏𝗏 that sheathed have also brought out as well. They have an array of flavors and stuff, so if you're a person that likes a lot of sweet stuff like me, just have a look at the lady that I'm in love with, and you'll know how much sweet stuff I like. But just like me, if you want, you could come and get some ice cream from anywhere in the island. Many different options. You'll see Baby Doll over there. I've eaten there quite a few times with our co-star, Star Girl. You know, she and myself love their wedges, especially their wedges. We've also had other stuff. There has some great fish platters and things, so if you're interested. And I know 𝗁𝗍𝗄𝐿 is now located up the road, so I'm not sure if this one is still open, but this is a 𝗂𝗏𝗍𝗄𝐿 things. But I know they're also located up where it used to be Nelson's Arms 2, which is located up in the 𝗲𝗏𝗏 area. So I'm not sure if this outlet is still open. Really not sure. I still see some stock on the inside, so it's possible that they are, but I'm not too au fait with them and their opening hours. Those of you that remember years gone by, I'm going to take you back in time, so I'm going to have to step back here for a few seconds. Those of you that remember the Windsor Arms Hotel that you see located here, that was an amazing hotel, very old structured style, had all the old rooms. The bar restaurant were located in an area that used to have looked like old style Barbados colonial homes. That you see located here, Windsor Arms. Just below they had Windsor Travel and stuff, so they had stores, well I should say conveniences located from here as the same direction this goes. However, about halfway up is where the Windsor Arms Hotel used to start, and later in time there was a gentleman's club that was located in the back, and that was after the Universal Gym left here, which we on a spot her from up at the 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 Beach Bar, or 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Beach. He used to own a massive gym here, one of the biggest gyms in the island at one time, and that was called the Universal Gym. That's years gone by. Though stepping back even further, so here we go, and this does not tell you my age, this tells you that I've been reading, obviously, because this has been really before my time. Keswick's Beach Bar. Keswick's Beach Bar was probably the haunt for many people visiting its shores. It was a social point. Good morning, how are you? It was a social point on the island for many years. This is also where Champers you see located on the front side. It is now the home of Tapas restaurant, which I think everyone on here would know Tapas if you've been to Barbados. Whether you've actually eaten there or not, you would know that name pops up all over the place and is very highly recommended. So this is a beautiful sign, I must say. This is really a beautiful sign. So let us give them, especially with the lighting and stuff we have right now, I just want to highlight where we have just been so you can see, and that is Lanterns at Hastings, aka the Lanterns Mall. One of the first gated locations on the island, because originally this was gated. This was, for a long time, these condos were gated. However, as you can see, the front section is open now, but it used to be all enclosed at one time. Talk a little bit more of that as we get further down, we can get a better view of it. But look at all these beautiful colors of all these, well, Pride of Barbados and stuff. And we also have other plants around here, but beautiful colors this morning, absolutely stunning. This is why I got a call tropical look this morning. Excuse the sound, but as you know, that everywhere needs to clean up their garbage and stuff. Thank goodness we're hearing that sound, because there are a lot of places that never used to hear that in the past, but we're now hearing those trucks that are working all the time. Lovely rainbow out there, begin to wake up. Hope you all are seeing that just on the lower section. Looking beautiful. We're going to get to a little bit more of that. Hopefully that will be maintained until we get down to the boardwalk, where we're going to go and stop today. You would also notice this big eyesore here is being sort of like beautified. I don't know if it's beautified, but it certainly doesn't look as bad as it used to look before. That is something, hopefully one of these days it will be taken down and replaced with something else. Hopefully not a 10-story skyscraper condo or something, but hopefully I'll be replaced soon. Pieces of it, 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝑜𝐿𝐿. This was 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝑜𝐿𝐿 Hotel. At one time this was the place on the south coast, or one of the main known places on the south coast. 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝑜𝐿𝐿 was very popular. What was even more popular, they had gambling facilities here at one time as well. Things have changed, these have closed their doors pretty much. However, what was very popular was what was known as the Pieces of 8 nightclub. We've talked about that numerous times, but we're still going to talk about it again, because we may have some people who are not on regularly with us that may not have seen a section before. This is where Piece of 8 nightclub used to be. Used to find the merry boys here. I'll tell you how far back I'm going. That was before they were called Ivory. You'll find merry men here, you'll find sand pebbles here, you'll find troubadours here on occasions. A lot of entertainment used to go on. This was the prestigious hotel that was on this side, was the high end from the Landside hotel. You saw the hotel, and then they had a very big dance facility in the front. I remember, if you all remember, before the days of what we now call vicious soundproofing, the entire back of this stage, a piece of it, used to have the egg crates on them, which is supposed to diffuse the sound and protect the neighbors from around this area. However, if you remember that was years and years ago, so that will strike back a memory to you. What you may also remember years ago as well is that directly in front of here there was no beach. There was, I should say, no beach at high tide, even if there was no swells. No beach at high tide really. Little small pools in the reef and stuff that you could have gone and dipped in. They had a public thoroughfare, was just on the above section here itself. Backyard, they do a lot of jerk food and stuff. Oasis on the boardwalk. Unfortunately, those chemical washrooms are covering and blocking a magnificent mural. Whoever put the time and stuff into that, we do have some pictures of that, I think, up on Facebook. However, it's unfortunate that is gone, because there's some amazing things there, like the pelican of Barbados, the flying fish of Barbados, our Barbados national flower is there as well. I'm going to take you up and let you have a little look at that, because you may drive past here now because of all of the structures that have been put in place. Look, don't worry, it's a washroom. We all know what posh potties look like, so don't get too frustrated about that. I just want to try and show you how much story is in this here, and see that, and hopefully someone will do something to let us see this again, because this is a beautiful, beautiful mural. You can say it's all about Barbados. The ladybird, the trident, broken trident, the pelican, the flying fish, the pride of Barbados. Numerous beautiful work here. I hope one day that someone will open this back up, that we can see this clearly and visibly. A lot of love and care went into the paintings of these murals. So really, this really does not need to be hidden unless it absolutely has to be. Just my opinion. Remember, what's said on here is my opinion. It's not anything else but my opinion. You know, I don't like high-rise buildings that are taller than the tree level. My opinion. I don't like to see structures going up on the beach side, on the seaside anymore. Put them on the land side. I want to be able to see the ocean when I drive around this island, and not just see it in a travel magazine or watch a vlog like this to see it. I want to be able to see it as I'm driving along. There's nothing more relaxing, peaceful and soothing than seeing the ocean and the sea when you're going to work or coming back from work. All your stress can just erase immediately. You would know this place here, 𝗟𝗃 Cafe Bar and Grill. This is where we come numerous times. This is one of our offices. We have many offices located around the island, but we've had some amazing experiences here. Good morning to Sam and Dan, the band. I know I'm going to call your names because that's who we come and listen to very, very often. So all the facilities, this place is actually opening up a lot more. They've done a lot of work in front of it itself, put some nicer benches and stuff, and also put this astroturf kind of thing here as well, to keep the sand off those people's feet that don't actually want to go in the sand. And as you can see, tons of seating in this general area. The boardwalk has become a very popular place now. People just come and hang out here. They don't actually do anything, just come and hang out. Like years gone by where you would go and sit on Hastings Rocks on the Esplanade, or if they had a police band playing, or they had a big family fair going on, or community fair. You know, it's very similar to that, but it's even more so now because people really thoroughly enjoy it. Just to let you know how close they are to where I live just approximately walking wise 5 minutes up this road and a few lefts and rights, and that's where I usually can find me. Just look for a castle. I live in the castle. Alright, we now property in the Hastings area. We have been for a little while, but this is actually Hastings. You will see the crane that's being worked on what used to be the 𝗣𝗏𝗏 hotel. That was brought down, leveled, and now it's going back up again into a hotel and resort. I have looked at the impressions, artist impressions of what is happening there. That's going to be one beautiful, beautiful facility. Hopefully it doesn't go too high. It didn't look as though it would be too high to me. It doesn't look any higher than the Hastings towers, which are over on the right hand side, but then again, artist impressions can sometimes deceive us a little bit, so I'm not too sure. One of our biggest accounting firms in the island, KPMG, and just below that you would also know the Art Splash. That's where we've also been quite a few times for breakfast after our 𝗳𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗃 walk. You can get your beautiful breakfast here. You can also buy lots of different handicraft, souvenirs, vegetables and ground provisions, etc. That's a farmer's market, a small farmer's market. They open I think Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm not sure the other days. I know Art Splash opens every day, But I think the actual farmers market, although you may find 1 or 2 vendors, their peak days maybe Wednesday and Saturday or something. Someone will correct me and let me know about that. I usually just go in the morning early. I don't really take too much note of the actual days. It's hard for me to remember what I did yesterday, and it's hard for me to remember what day of the week this is. Alright, so this is what used to be known as the Hastings Esplanade. We've heard about this numerous times from myself and also from the biggest flyer in Barbados. Miss Kira, good morning to you, my dear. As you can see, you're on my mind. Anyhow, we've done a lot up here. This is where we used to come. Days gone by, you would remember this here. It had a picket fence across the front, and it also had lots of stalls that used to be here. This was the main place for the fairs. At one time, fairs in Barbados with lucky dips and games of chance and stuff were the big thing. That was what everyone would look forward to. They didn't have the kind of nightclubs that they have now, and if they did, they weren't really frequented by a lot of Bajans. By some, but not a lot. This is what everyone used to look forward to, the big massive fairs that used to be held in this area, community fairs. And also, as I said before, the police force band. If you've never heard the police force band playing, please have a look them up on YouTube. And if you're in Barbados, better than that, if they're playing, please go and listen to them. The atmosphere and the actual artistry of those men is amazing. Just take a little spin here. I don't think we've done any 360s or any circles of love, and that's because we were sort of like encircled with concrete. So although there's beauty there to be seen, it's not really a 360 style. So we're going to give you that now. We're not going to walk any further, because the next time that we pick up this walk, we'll be going from here down to Garrison. We will be passed through 𝗳𝗏 Surf Shop. We will let Russell and his affiliated group know that we'll be coming their way, so they can be up and early, open up their shop, show us everything that they sell. Because if you want anything called surfwear or beach surfboards, bodyboards, snorkeling equipment, rash guards, sunblock, whatever you want, you can find at 𝗳𝗏. But we're not talk too much more about them right now. We'll talk about them when we actually venture into that area next time. But we'll be picking up next time from here and going on. We're trying to do this as comprehensive as possible so you can see exactly what's being offered. Also, this gives you an understanding why I love the infrastructure of the South Coast, because the South Coast really has everything on it, and it doesn't just get compact into a small area like Whole Town. It's along the entire South Coast, so there are businesses all over, and we'll be trying to show you more and more of that as we go on. We'll probably keep the Landside to more of rainy days, so that you will have the opportunity to walk with us, and we'll be able to put on an umbrella rather than getting problems with the sand and stuff. If you want to get some water and stuff, yeah, pure water can be gotten here. You can see the foot pedals are on the ground. You don't push up a drink onto the actual section which dispatches or disperses the water. You will use your feet to get some water and stuff, and that's where you'll place your bottle. I see one of my old buddies, I will have to call him one of the Knights and Shining Armor Andre holder. Good morning to you, my brother. I'm glad to see you, tall boy. I haven't seen you for a long time, man. I hope you're keeping well. Say hi to the family for me, and your mum especially. These are the facilities that you can get down here at Hastings Boardwalk. They have webcams. Hold on. Hello. Morning, how are you going? I hear waving at your webcam because I got a lot of people that love to see me, so I'm waving at them. I hear waving at your webcam because I got a lot of people that love to see me, so I'm waving at them. Good morning. Are you good? Alright, my man. Alright, so here you go, the washroom facilities. They have Wi-Fi, as you know. They also have numerous webcams. Good morning, how are you this morning? Okay, well, I'm wonderful, I'm blessed, thank you. So if you want to come out and hang out here, you have the free Wi-Fi. You also have Wi-Fi that comes from Art Splash as well. You also have Wi-Fi from all these bars and stuff, but the one here is free. All you have to do is really sign into it. The others are free as well, but you have to get their passcodes in order to activate them. Alright, so what was starting out to be a thundery morning with a lot of rain has turned into a beautiful morning. And yeah, there are a lot of clouds around, so rain is very, very possible again. In the forecast for today, they're forecasting thunder showers and stuff. But right now, as you can see, it is really beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Sargassum, not as heavy as we would have expected, yes, down here, because it's being trapped. However, along the beach has been swept pretty clean. Obviously, we can get some sargassum this time of year that comes into the South Coast. So far, I would have to say the sargassum is relatively light compared to what I've seen last times. However, we're still early in the season. July and August is where it's the heaviest time, just like it's most affected time by storms and stuff. That's usually the heaviest time as well. Paying respect to Richie Haynes on the boardwalk that's here. I just want you to know who actually it's named after and who opened it, etc. It's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to stand on this section here and we're going to give you We got some wind, and I don't have any microphone this morning. I didn't think it was necessary to bring the mic because of the rain and stuff. So we have a little bit of wind. So if you get a little bit of distortion and stuff, just bear with it and enjoy the beauty. This is our first circle of love. This is known as the EMC Circle of Love. I'm noticing a lot of people are now taking up what we used to have as a 360 because they're seeing how effective it is. But remember, you saw it here first on EMC. EMC Circle of Love. Here we go. I see a lot of people out here saying good morning to a star girl and telling her that they can see that she's feeling better. Of course she's feeling better. You know what it's like to be locked into a padded cell and have a continuous sound in your ears all the time trying to drum you into becoming a good person like me. That is a very difficult thing, you know. Not many of us can take it. I didn't have to do it, of course, because I'm already perfect, but she's still taking it. And she will be an outpatient, so she'll have to go in occasionally and take some of that deciphering and getting her ready. Look at this, so people. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous rainbow, you know. The EMC always comes in something that just seems to be that extra special, just to give us a more beautiful day to start with. And this is one of them. The colors really vibrant. The lower section, it doesn't go right up. I'll show you that now. It just stops like just here. As you can appreciate, there has to be a shower in that area, and this is all a reflection off of the sun. No, so don't go looking and get on your scuba gear or renting a boat to go out there and dive again for that pot of gold, because there is no pot of gold there, and it keeps moving. Oi! Okay, so a strong gust of breeze just came across here. I don't know if you all can hear me, but I'm still going to put her back on just to let us say our farewells. We'll step down a little bit, maybe get away from that blast that's going on right now. We'll take a seat down here and actually look in this direction, and we'll say our farewells. For those of you that joined us this morning, the EMC Live Warriors, we thank you so much for being a part of our journey. Remember, this is known as the Journey to 4-6. This is something that we want to be sharing with the world. Numbers to us do not mean importance. They do not mean any standing. It does not mean any position. It does not mean anything else except for our love and care and kindness is spreading. So if you all hear us refer to numbers, it's not because for any prestigious thing or to feel good or to feel as though we're anything special. It's just to know that we are offering something special that people can refer to and feel love and peace and kindness and get their serenity. You know, that is what we're all about. That is what EMC stands for, being kind and caring and peaceful. And that's what we will continue to do. So the more that we share this here and the more that we tell our friends, the more people will come and join us, and just join us, and then we can spread peace and love, something that is so desperately needed in this world. And love, remember, love is what heals everything. So everyone go forward today, please, and like me, try and spread your love and joy and happiness. If you get into a difficult time, revert back to your thoughts of this morning, to what you have felt, the beauty you have seen, and all the friends that you have been with, and all the kind words that they have told you, so that you will be able to bring a little peace and comfort to yourself. And remember, smile. It can save someone's life. And even if someone doesn't appreciate your kindness and your friendship and your care and your love, it's not relevant. You shared it. That is a freedom. Freedom to be ourselves. If you want to share love and you want to share happiness and you want to share a smile, share it. If you want to share bad things and upset and stuff, keep that to yourself and walk away with it. Recompose yourself and come back again. We don't need that. You only have to turn on any TV channel and you will see all that. We don't need that with our EMC. We're here to carry positivity and love and care to everyone. Have a great day. Love you all. Greetings from Barbados, from our EMC 246 family. and everyone else. We hope you have a fantastic day. Love you all. Stay safe. We won't be on tomorrow. We will be on Thursday, God's Spare Life, and if weather conditions permit, for our Q in the community. We did put up a preview of where Q will be on Thursday yesterday on YouTube, so you can have a look at it there if you want. We also are then going to be back on Friday morning with a sunrise daybreak, and then Saturday is where our real lives start, when Miss Kira will take us to one of the locations in Barbados and share her love and her smiles and her kindness as she destroys you and lies to you convincingly. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Catch you later.